Hey, your viewers and viewresses, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to Sir You're Being Hunted. This is episode 402 now. So, we're here with the Prohibition Challenge. We've been clearing out this island. We've got Federal HQ, Safe House number 1 over here, where we've already started accumulating some of this illegal moonshine, folks. So this is the challenge where I basically have to go island to island, gathering up as much alcohol as I can find and storing it basically in this building over here, and the other mansion off near the other side of the Standing Stones if we need to. So we're just going to throw ourselves back in and continue with that. So I hope you guys out there are all doing well. Basically, I mean, it's not really much of a challenge, this one, but it's just an excuse to fuck around in the world of Sir You're Being Hunted, do more shit, and maybe kill a few robots whilst we're at it. Have a bit of fun, you know, do a little bit of stuff like that. Ooh, that looks like a freaking pub over there. A little speakeasy, old boy. I'll have to go over there at some point rather, to deal with that. Also, I've just realised, I think for some reason my rifle's set to a different freaking slot. I'm not sure why. Have we been through these buildings here? It's been a day or two since my previous recording sesh, where I did episode 401. For some reason I couldn't find the number then. I've got so many canned pies, I think we're good for food at the moment. There's a few things in here which... Maybe I've been through this building, I don't know. Probably, but we'll see. Might as well check the back doors. Okay, actually there's revolver ammo in here which suggests I maybe haven't been through these particular buildings, but we'll see. Alright. Now it's an interesting day actually when I record this. It's a nice sort of afternoon. And you know, I've just been doing a bit of work-related stuff this morning, marking essays, which, you know, seems to be something I do a lot of these days. But I'm not really talking about essays so much in this video. That's not what I was planning to chinwag about. No, what I was kind of just thinking about more recently was videos that I've encountered on YouTube, particularly related to history and things like that. And in particular related to what I think you would probably call popular history, or at least popular accounts of history. So, you know, there's a plethora of channels out there here on YouTube which are basically, you know, they purport to be history channels, you know, teaching about history, things like that. But of course they're not run by professional historians. They're usually just run by people who happen to be history enthusiasts. And so, you know, that's very much why you might call them kind of expressions of popular history, as it were, i.e. something that's been written not necessarily as a kind of serious academic historical work, but as something which has been put together by somebody who's a history enthusiast. And, you know, I'm always kind of fascinated by these sort of popular history, or these kind of outlets of popular history from an academic point of view, because, you know, coming from my own professional background, so, you know, coming from a higher education department which actually has its fair share of people who are historians, you know, you kind of learn a few things from them. And quite often when you look at popular history videos here on YouTube, I mean, this isn't necessarily the case for all of them by any means, but there's a fair share of ones that kind of do this. You usually get, you know, your typical sort of videos where, how should I say, you see kind of history being sort of reduced down a bit. And what I mean by that is, so consider examples like videos which have titles like things like who had the best troops in World War II, or, you know, who had the best tanks in World War II, stuff like this. Usually, I must say, of the examples that I've seen, usually it's stuff that relates to kind of military history, where I kind of see this most of all, whether that's World War II in particular or other conflicts. And, you know, it's interesting, these videos with these kind of titles, because one could say that, you know, that question of, you know, questions like that, like who had the best tanks or planes or ships or troops or whatever in World War II, problem with that question is that it's kind of a simplifying question, to put it that way. There's no kind of straightforward answer to that. But that's the thing with popular history. You know, sometimes you get these kind of things where people sort of try and reduce history down, so to speak, to like really simplistic questions and answers, when actually that's not really kind of true, or it doesn't really work like that. There's robots near my fucking building, it sounds like it. But yeah, but if it's not kind of videos and things like that on there, it's sometimes when people have kind of internet debates about history, or they're talking about, you know, certain things that happened, and a common one that you see in a lot of history videos here on YouTube and on the internet more generally, for example, again, sort of relates to World War II, and it's usually it's like, what was the kind of big, most kind of significant event of World War II that kind of turned the tide, usually like turned the tide against Germany and stuff like this. And you know, the reality of questions like that is that you can't really actually, when you think about it, point to a single thing in World War II or in other, you know, kind of conflicts which led to, well, which had the most kind of influence in terms of the outcome of that particular conflict. That's the thing, you know, people sort of have their differing views on this. So, like, some people will say, oh, it all comes down to D-Day, or it all comes down to the Battle of the Atlantic, or it all comes down to Operation Barbarossa, or whatever. But the thing is, history is one of those things where very few things can be said to be inevitable in history. In fact, I can't really think of any at all. Any things at all where an outcome was decided by a single event or anything like that. But like I say, there is this kind of strain sometimes in popular history where people try to do that. They try to reduce everything down to like that one decisive moment at which the tide of the war changed and things like this. It's like, not really, okay? Because that's almost like it's kind of implying that, I don't know, that basically everything can be traced down to that one particular moment, when actually that's arguably not really the case, or it's too kind of simplistic to say that, you know? And that's just what I find kind of interesting as an academic and as a history buff myself. So, like, for example, people sit there and they go, oh, you know, at the end of the day, everything that happened on the Western Front in World War II was insignificant because ultimately the Soviets would have trounced Germany anyway, or something like that. But that ignores a lot of other stuff. And it's a very simplistic kind of account of history, that. Because the thing is, like, you know, if the Soviets, for example, you know, let's just kind of take that example and stick with it for a bit. If the Soviets were so powerful in World War II, then why is it that in the first few months of Operation Barbarossa, the Soviets got their asses absolutely handed to them? Why is that the case? Things like that. It's these kind of awkward questions which sometimes you have to ask and think about and all that. But because, you know, because the thing with like the Soviet Union in World War II, you know, a lot of kind of people just sort of say that the Soviets were this massive fucking war machine that once it got going was just unstoppable. But there were moments in World War II where the Soviet Union was not by any means kind of invincible. There were moments where, in fact, the Soviets' own position was quite precarious, to put it that way. And the thing is, like, something which Soviet historians at various times have been a bit sort of, how should I say, reluctant, maybe, to kind of admit, and which, therefore, you know, you do have to sort of treat with a degree of kind of caution, is perhaps the sort of unwillingness to maybe admit that things like Lend-Lease were necessary. So for anyone who doesn't know, Lend-Lease was an agreement between the United States and a load of its allies in World War II, that the United States would use its kind of superior economic and industrial power to effectively kind of supply or provide supplies to all of its allies, so the UK, the Soviets, other countries, etc., etc. And I think a lot of people kind of forget that. And a lot of people forget that, you know, for example, like the Soviet Union, Lend-Lease was actually pretty significant. It really helped their war effort a lot. And there are Soviet accounts that do suggest that Lend-Lease played one heck of a role in ensuring that the Soviet Union could fight on, even when it was effectively being quite trounced by the Germans. Also, it occurs to me that I just shot a load of robots back there before they actually attacked me, so I've technically broken a rule, but like I say, I'm not fucking bothered about that in this challenge. I don't care, I'm just going to keep going. But yeah, on the topic at hand, you know, that's the thing about popular history. Kind of reductionist. I don't know, I mean, yeah, I guess reductionist probably is the right sort of term for it. Kind of histories which seek to reduce things down to simplistic explanations, or to try and identify, you know, simplistic factors that can account for what went on, or whatever, when actually the truth is way more complicated. Oh gosh, there's a lot of alcohol in here actually. There's a fair few bits of sherry. I don't think I have enough room for all of this. I'm going to have to empty some bullets probably. Alright, law enforcement's arriving to deal with some of you assholes. Please stand still so I can shoot you. In fact, let you shoot at me first. Right, that's it. That gives law enforcement the justification to use deadly force against you. Get out of here. Right. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there he is. Hold on. Oh. Some people would say that's kind of, you know, police abuse of authority, what I just did then. Basically, goading them into shooting me. But, yeah, who cares? Right, we've actually got a couple of rifle rounds here that we could maybe use up. Perhaps. Any more robots around here who want shooting? Because I got so much fucking ammo here, it's kind of ridiculous. Give me that there. Okay, I'll take all the shotgun... Oh my god, there's still too much shotgun ammo for me to use here. Well, this is kind of fucking ridiculous, isn't it? I'm going to need to double back, deposit some of my spoils, and then come back again. But yes. Yeah, so I was kind of rabbiting on a bit there, but yeah, whatever. You see? So that's read on popular history, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I should always take it with a bit of a pinch of salt. Indeed. God, what a weird conversation I had this episode. I started talking about popular history, I went down the fucking rabbit hole of the example of the Soviets in World War II and Lend-Lease and all that. But that's the thing, you know? I'm not saying that popular history videos on YouTube or anything like that can't be kind of interesting. It's more you just have to kind of treat them with a bit of a critical eye. And, you know, especially watch out for people who, let's say, might be providing more of a nationalistic view of history. That's the thing. Whenever I see somebody who has a national flag as their profile picture on any sort of social media, I'm just going to say it right now, I'm always a bit cautious of them, because I look at them and I think, I don't know about that. I feel like you're not so much interested in giving a true, kind of accurate appraisal of history, or whether you're actually just interested in promoting a particular worldview. Go on, shoot me so I can use up some ammo, please. Got ya. He shot first, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? Not my fault. Are you going to shoot first? Oh, he shot first. Boom. If I can get out of here, bitches. Oh, are you still going to shoot first, huh? Boom. I am such a crooked cop. Not going to lie. I'm such a crooked fed. Goading them into firing at me first. You know what this is like? It's like when a police officer tries to arrest a suspect, or wants to arrest a suspect, but doesn't have sufficient grounds to do so, so they goad them into doing something. Doing something incriminating, so then they can justify arresting them, or worse. Oh boy. Maybe this shouldn't be the Prohibition Challenge. Maybe it should be the Crooked Law Enforcement Challenge. Something like that. Alright, God, I'm using up so much rifle ammo. At least it's... yeah, I've got a bit of space in my inventory. I can probably get a few more bottles before we wrap up the episode and all that. So let's go over here. It's going to take a while, I think, to get through all the buildings, but we'll see. Lovely. Good. Alright, and this is the point now where I think I don't actually really have anything else to talk about. I've kind of exhausted my topic of conversation already. No, it was in the back door, wasn't it? Where that other bottle was located, on here, before I forget. At least we're taking out a load of robots over here. There's the stout, there it is. Right, so we'll check the mill. I've got to remember there's that other pub over there, which is going to need checking. Dynamite. Always come back for that if we want. Take a bit of shotgun ammo. Hey, you guys got anything you want to surrender up? 2 rounds. Yeah, boom. There we go. In there? Nothing really in there that I want. I don't think we want dynamite. Not, I mean, we could use the dynamite, but it's fine. Alright, I doubt there'll be any bottles of alcohol in there, in the barrel in that ruin. There never is. Let me check the pub over here, though. There's probably going to be a fair amount of stuff in this speakeasy over here. There's a fucking fly on my desk. Oi. Get out of here. Go on. Sorry, just blowing it off. Tormenting flies, making weird noises. That's the only thing with my flat. Problem is, right, the windows in my flat are a bit awkward in the sense that when you open them out, there's like big bushes right outside, and you always get lots of insects that come into my that come in as a result if you leave the windows open for quite a while. And it is just a wee bit annoying, not gonna lie. So it feels like for every single friggin', batch of flies that I catch in my house, there's always about 10 others lurking around somewhere, and it's annoying. And when I say flies, I don't mean like big blue bottles or anything like that. I just mean like tiny little insects and things like that. Little midges and whatever else have you. Buzzing around, being very annoying. But that's the thing. It's a never-ending fight. It's a never-ending struggle, ladies and gents. But what can you do? You just got to keep going at it. Chasing the flies around. Clapping them between your hands. Chasing them around with a piece of tissue or whatever. Oh dear. Right, well, we'll need to deposit these bottles over here. And I think we can probably actually just wrap this episode up. Because we're recording for a decent amount of time there, I do think. So, if I put them in the right door as usual, put the stout in there first. No, sherry or whatever it is, rather. Actually, we don't have sherry, that's fine. Stout in here. That's where we need to go. So stout still seems to be, I think, the most common of the alcohols. Oh, bloody hell. Fucking robots everywhere. Because I'm killing so many of them, that's the problem. Actually, now I think about it, that whiskey that I've been putting in that other door, yeah, we're going to need to start putting some in here as well. God, at this rate, I think we are going to end up filling up 2 mansions, aren't we? I think that robot actually saw me. He actually triggered, but doesn't matter, he hasn't shot at me yet. I'm just going to go over here, and I'm going to save, and I'm going to wrap up here. So, Facebook and Twitter links down below, ladies and gentlemen, along with a link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. But in the meantime, this is Federal Agent Red, signing off. Goodbye, everybody, it's all sport and all that. Bye! Well, where are the other 4? Because the ending screen said there were 8. 8 in total, fine, maybe in the barrels or anything. It's just water though, isn't it? Flowing water, somehow. Oh god, shut the hell up! Jeez. Good god. Alright, I'm getting out of this area. Oh, just make it stop! Jeez. Oh good lord. Finally, we've vacated the 7th circle of Dante's hell, everybody. We're out of there. Just when you think the bugs in this add-on can't get any more amusing.